Hello everybody. This is like almost afternoon. I am going to do a review on an irregular at Magic High School episode 3, I believe. I think this is like third episode I'll be doing. This is enrollment part 3. In this episode, nothing much happened, you know. It did have some made it did I don't think it had much major improvement in overall. I thought this episode was okay, but there are some best parts that I still love. You know, at certain points, this review might be a little short than any other videos I have posted, and if it is, I'm sorry. It's just there was nothing much I can say. When I watched it, I thought things were getting cool, you know, getting better, but somewhat at the end, you know. If anything, let's just get this started. Okay, last week's episode, it ended where Tatsuya Shiba ends up having a match with Vice President Hattori, and he got his ass whooped, you know. And then it gives us more info, what he did is he only used his physical abilities, and then he uses his own weapon or gun or any other cases that I've forgotten its name or something, because I was just focused on what am I going to do with this episode and what I'm going to say in this review, you know. And overall, what he did is he sends these Scion waves and knocks out Hattori easily, because in other cases, you know, by that time Achan seems to be hecka surprised and go oh, I know this weapon, la la la, taking a look. She's all so happy and excited about it. I'm like, what's so exciting about it, you know? And she told me it's been made by this company, it's really famous or something. And I'm thinking, oh wow, no, not too bad. And Reen or something like that was nicknamed Reen or something, I'm pretty sure you all remember her, talks about what he did and what he used. But overall, what he did only was just using his own physical capabilities and his own weapon that's not fatal, you know. And I go that's pretty cool, you know. I mean, pretty sick right there. And later, after that, Hattori wakes up and says that he's okay to the president, real quick. And later, he looks at Tatsuya Shiba's sister Miyuki and apologized to her for being nepotism or something like that. And when he looked at Tatsuya, I expected him to apologize, but I guess out of his own pride, he just didn't want to say anything. And I'm going yeah, you're just a punk as usual, you know, nothing special. And he ends up going to the disciplining committee room, and it's a big old mess in there the moment I took a look at it, or y'all took a look at it. And later, she says, sorry, if it's a big mess, you know. Mari Watanabe says, find a place where you could sit. And Shiba Tatsuya is I'm sorry, but can we clean this place up? As a magic engineer or some kind of type of engineer in that anime or in the world that's in there right there, he cannot handle this kind of atmosphere or environment that's so disorganized. Cleans it up, and dang, it's super clean. I'm wow, that was pretty quick right there. He knows how to organize things along with Mari Watanabe. And then these two new people comes up, and they were kind of despising Tatsuya Shiba for a moment there, because their facial expression, face expressions shows it, you know. And later it's oh, I guess this guy seems to be okay, after Mari Watanabe told him, oh, this guy kicked the hell out of Hattori, not beaten Hattori really quickly and badly, you know. Well, not badly, but you all know what I'm talking about. And later, we get to the point where he's greeted politely, and I said, yeah, that's pretty cool, you know. That's how everyone should act with each other, give each other some respect. And later we end up seeing they shake hands. Then we go home and seeing that Miyuki Shiba wants to talk to her brother for a bit, knowing that something about combat related, scans her body or something. I'm thinking, dang, I think this is pretty taboo or incest, if you guys know, if you know what I'm talking about. It's just crazy. And then Miyuki Shiba ends up going behind Tatsuya and goes hey, what's wrong with you? How can you be so calm even after what's happening? Oh, is your gorgeous type of woman is just like the president Mary Watanabe or something? And he goes like, hold on, aren't you misreading this real quick? And I'm just thinking like, oh my gosh, Miyuki, what is wrong with you, girl? Like, seriously, what's wrong? Seriously, like, what's up? And she knocks him out, going like, thinking like, oh, my brother has lecherous thoughts or something. Boom, knocks him out with this device, and then something like, oh, repair, blah blah blah. And then he wakes up, and Miyuki says, oh, Ohio, you know, I'm sorry, I think my prank went too far. And we end up going to the disciplining committee room and seeing that like they end up talking, and they were kind of concerned about Tatsuya Shiba and nothing more about Shun Morizaki, since he's a bloom and he's nothing more than a weed, you know. I'm just thinking, dang, I think this thing needs to end about the weeds and blooms, you know. I've been thinking later, like we end up seeing that they all go on patrol, and then Tatsuya Shiba grabbed a couple like devices that can help him out, you know, like in his job as a disciplining committee. And we end up seeing like almost like a bunch of clubs out there or something like that, like trying to hire other people or wanting people to join the club. And the first sign of trouble he sees is Chika or Chiba, you know, the red-haired girl or something that's in trouble. He ends up going to patrol, uses his like equipment whatsoever, knocks him out dead, and then ends up grabbing Chiba to go run or something, and goes behind some buildings or something, or a building, and he ends up seeing her bus sides, and I go like, damn, what the hell's wrong with me, you know? And later she goes like, you saw, didn't you? You saw, didn't you? She asked him twice about that. He says, I caught a glimpse. I'm sorry. She kicks him, but he's unfazed by that, and I'm like, well, that's him, alright. And she goes like, if you're truly sorry, you're gonna accompany me then. They end up going to this kendo club whatsoever, and by that time, like, we end up seeing people like these two people like sparring with each other, and then Chiba is like thinking like, this is kind of boring, you know, I can't really take it. And in other cases, Tatsuya Shiba is like, two warriors fighting to the death. Is that what you're looking for or something? And we end up having some kind of like argument between one male and female, like one female ranked second in the national tournament of high school, and then the other guy like ranked first, took the first two tournaments, taking first as some kind of national high school kendo championship whatsoever. They end up arguing, and then they end up like being an equal, but Tatsuya told Chiba or Chika, saying that they're not equal. And the female goes like, if this was a real sword, you'd lose by now. And he goes like, you want to go with real swords? And he ends up activating his magic and cuts her. Well, no blood comes out, and he goes like, let's do this with real swords then. I'm like thinking in my mind, I'm going like, you stupid hole, man, what the hell are you doing right now? Like, seriously, do you know anything about like respect or something? And I'm glad Tatsuya Shiba like slams him down, grabs his arm, and goes like, hey, I'm doing an arrest right now, can you grab a stretcher or something? Like, this guy's like using the improper magic use, you know. And then his other friends are like saying, hey man, she's committed the same crime. He said, hey, I did say improper magic use. He said, don't mess with me or something, tries to punch him, but Tatsuya effortlessly beats so many people, and they all try to use their magic against him. And I'm thinking like, you dumbos, man, come on. You can't beat a guy that has way better physical peak level than an average suckers like you who does kendo. This guy's like freaking ninjutsu. Like, if he could take on multiple people, you can't take him on unless you're at that same level of fighting style or physical strength he is. And he still uses the equipment or something to like destroy all of his magic, and the girl wants to come in, going to stop, but her captain stops her, says he wants to take a look, and effortlessly he's just dodging and pushing him away and using the equipment. I'm like thinking, man, this guy has some kind of physical ability that's like perfection, you know, like mental and physical perfection. Like he doesn't care, he doesn't mind, and it's like he's so calm at certain points. It's just like, how can I compare this to him? Like doing ninjutsu and then calm, physical and mental peak or something. Like he's like Bruce Wayne right there. Sorry to bring Batman into this, but it's like almost like that. It's like effortlessly, he's not even trying to fight them. He's just dodging them and then letting them waste their energy, and he just pushes them to the others. And I just go like, I just go like thinking like, these boys at this Magic High School, they're just a bunch of suckers and punks these days, you know? Hell no, they ain't gonna do anything to this guy. And then we get the ending, you know, and there's nothing much more. And I decided to take a look what the preview is, but it says enrollment part 4, and I just go like, how many enrollment episodes is there going to be, you know? Like but I cannot complain about that because it's just getting started with the story, you know, and I have to understand that overall. But according to this episode that I've been watching, you know, like there's nothing more I can say, you know. Like it started off okay, but you know, at that certain point there was nothing epic going on, you know, like just like discipline committee and more about Tatsuya Shiba, like kicking some major ass right there, slamming a guy down, then he's taking on the other Kendo students. I'm like thinking, this guy's ninjutsu trained and physical at mental peak right now. What makes you think you have a chance against him? And then the funny part is about like Miyuki's all like, oh, you have some dirty mind or something, knocks him out. I'm just thinking, oh man, dude, you're pretty like nuts right there, dude. You know your stuff or something, you know. And this guy's like my guy right here, you know, like only depending on his physical like physical strength and using gadgets or equipment that can help him out beat his opponents. Now that's the kind of hero I like, you know, even despite everything. Thought this episode was okay, nothing like major or epic, you know. I will give this episode like it's really tough for me to decide right now because like nothing much or epic happened, you know. Like I was thinking about giving it around a 3.5 to a 4, but I think I'll give this one like 3.8, you know. Nothing major epic about it happened and nothing exciting, you know. Thought I still loved it though. Like hope you loved it too. Hope you enjoyed my review. Comment, rate, subscribe. I am Alpha Zero Forum. Have an awesome day, people. Later.